Hello everyone, I am Riddhi Rathod. Today is the first day of our SEM 2 presentation. On this day, I am present on migration and human trafficking in Gun Island. Here is my personal information, table of content. So first of all, introduction of author. Amitav Ghosh, a pioneer of English literature in India, is born in Calcutta in the year 1956. Amitav Ghosh is raised and educated at the same time in as different locations as Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Iran, Egypt, India, and the United Kingdom. Ghosh is the author of The Circle of Reason, The Shadow Lines, The Calcutta Chromosome, The Glass Palace, The Hungry Tide, and Sea of Puppies. Notable non-fiction writing of his in An Antique Land, Dancing in Cambodia, At the Large in Burma, etc. Amitav Ghosh holds 4 Lifetime Achievement Awards and 5 honorary doctorates. Jananpit Award in 2080, Sahitya Akademi Award is 1989, Anand Puraskar 1990, uh, David Prize 2010, and Padma Shri in 2007. About the novel. The novel is originally published in 6 June 2019. The genre of novel is historification and climate change. The novel also explores the dynamics of storytelling that links the past and the present. The theme of the novel, parallels between myths and modern events, climate change, migration, and human trafficking, and the last theme of etymology. The novel focusing on 2 places, Venice and Sundarban. So what is migration and human trafficking? Human trafficking, organized criminal activity in which humans beings are treated as the possessions to be controlled and exploited, as by being forced into prostitution or involuntary labor. Uh, the human trafficking business is the biggest clandestine industries in the world, even bigger than the drug trade. It reaches very deep into society, especially poor society. What is migration? In the global context, movement of a person either across an international border, international migration, or within a state, it is intermigration for more than 1 year, irrespective of the causes, voluntary or involuntary, and the means regular or irregular used to migrate. According to the World Bank, India has the highest number of international migrants people, with over 80 million Indian-born migrants living abroad in 2020. Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development reports that 25% of people, all high-skilled immigrants to OECD countries in 2023, or illegal migrants people. Most of India's trying to cross the border illegally, with the figure touching 970 in 2023. Novel and migration. Gun Island portrays the issue of climate migration within the backdrop of narrative fiction. The events like storm in Sundarbans, fires in California, tornadoes and floods in Venice have been occurred due to climate change. At the same time, Ghosh links adventures of 17th century Bengali merchant traveling between the Bay of Bengal and the Mediterranean to struggles of present day migrants who are moving across the borders. Gun Island explores different forms of migration, starting from people and entire communities being uprooted from their native land to drastic change recently prevalent in migratory patterns of different species. Ghost gives many instances of climate related to catastrophes being industries of such migration. He talked in detail about cyclone Alia, which hit the Sundarban in 2009. Alia's long-term consequences were even more devastating than those of earlier cyclones. Hundreds of miles of embankment had been swept away, and the sea had invaded places where it had never entered before. Vast tracts of once fertile land and had been swamped by salt water, rendering them uncultivable for generations, if not forever. The incubation to the the evacuation too had produced of effects that no one could have foretold, having once been uprooted from their villages. Many evacuees had decided not to return, knowing that their lives uh, alive always had would be even more precarious now. Communities had been destroyed and families displaced. Except for the illegal migration from the Sundarbans, the reason behind the illegal movement of refugees from other developing countries are not overtly revealed in the text. The islands of Sundarbans are constantly being swallowed up by the sea. They are disappearing before our eyes. According to Kanai, every merchant who is ever sailed out of Bengal has had to pass through the Sundarbans. There is no other way to reach the sea. Sea level rise owing to global warming, anthropogenic drivers, and land subsidence eventually affects the mangrove forest and vulnerable coastal communities. One sees in Gun Island the resolved young people of the land taking the bold decision of moving abroad, albeit illegally to earn money for improved and stable life. Rafi and Tipu used illegal migration channels to move to Italy. Is also no less influenced by the access to technology and internet via smartphones, which can feed images of a free and affluent life in the global north and induce individuals to aspire for the lifestyle migration. Course implicates the pervasive handheld devices for inspiring individuals to migrate from the global south. The text highlights that illegal immigrants become political refugees, social outcasts, and homeless and nameless entities. The exploited resources, the sordid tale of illegal migration is brought out poignantly yet starkly through two young characters, Tipu and his friend Rafi. Tipu and Rafi, along with many other illegal migrants, fall victims to smuggling, which ends at material gains from the illegal crossing of international border, and there can be constant from the individual to be more. Yaya focused on the socio-economic, political, and climatologic reason for and the consequence of the illegal migration of the underprivileged people portrayed in the text under discussion by situating them within the framework of the contemporary era and capitalist globalization. His aim of carry out a close reading of the text, discuss and also to analyze related passages for the investigation the investigation of these two contemporary global crises, which was anthropogenic climate and illegal migration. Four types of migration, which we can see in our novel: educational migration, economic reason, natural calamities, and religion issues. Palash migrated to Italy as a student. He said in the text, I came to Italy as a student, you see, which sets me apart from most Bengali migrants. Back in Bangladesh, my circumstance were completely different from theirs. Most of them are from villages and small towns, while my father is a banker in Dhaka. My older brother is a civil servant quite high up. I studied at the Dhaka University and even have a degree in management. For some year, one worked as a manager in a multinational corporation. I used to go to work in a car every day wearing a suit and a tie. For economic reason, Tipu and Rafi migrate. They said we spent 2 weeks in Dhaka and then the Dalal put us on a minibus along with a group of their men. I was carrying only a backpack and so was Tipu. We had some clothes, a bit of food, and around 25 US dollar each. That's all. For natural calamities, Lubna Khala, because of the storm and death of his true relatives, uh, Shabagas, she said, everything is gone now. The house, the people, the waters, taken it all. For religion issues, Bilal and Kabir migrated. They said one day there was a fight. My uncle and cousin attacked my father and me. They threw stones and knocked my uncle down. After that, it was like a drought. Kabir and I managed to get away, but from then on, we had to be constantly on the run. Migration example from Bollywood movie, Donkey. The movie portrays the human side of migration by showing the hopes, dreams, fears, and emotions of the migrants who embark on the donkey route. It also depicts the cultural diversity and solidarity among the migrants who come from different backgrounds, religion, and but share a common goal and fate. The movie reflects on the dilemmas and challenges that migrants face in their quest for a better life, such as the loss of identity, the separation from family, the adaptation to a new culture, and the risk of death. It also explores the moral and ethical questions that the migrants have to confront, such as the legality and legitimacy and necessity of their actions. Another two movie, Namaste England. Namaste England and Shiddat, which we can see migrants by donkey route, immigrants. Namaste England is another movie that portrays illegal immigration, where Arjun Kapoor's character travels illegal to London to unity with Pariniti Chopra. Shiddat movie Radhika Madan and Sunny Kaushal's film explores the theme of illegal migration, where the characters of Sunny travels to United Kingdom to meet his lady love. Another Gujarati movie, Shubh Yatra, directed by Manish Sasaini. This Gujarati movie family drama explores the desire among Gujaratis to fulfill their US dream as the character navigate the hurdle of illegal immigration in their quest to find a better life in abroad. Now I conclude my presentation. Ghost sets light on the issues of migration, humans showing the challenges faced by those forced to leave their homes and exploitations they often encounter. It calls for attention to these issues and the need for action. Here is my reference.